Hello, and welcome to iGCSE and IB Chemistry with Mr. S. Today we're going to be looking at another organic chemistry topic, and we're going to be specifically looking at esterification, which is the reaction between a carboxylic acid and an alcohol to form an ester and water. Now, as a reminder, a carboxylic acid has this functional group where a carbon is bonded to two oxygens, one with a double bond and a OH group. Now this compound here is called ethanoic acid because it contains two carbons. That gives us the prefix ethan, and obviously it's a carboxylic acid, so it's called ethanoic acid. And here we have an alcohol with the OH group and three carbons, so the prefix is propanol. Now, what happens when you react these two together? We form an ester, which can be seen here below. Now, I've placed them in this order so that we can see how this link forms. A good way to think about it is that when these two compounds combine, what happens is that they join a larger molecule and they lose water. So you can see here, this part is lost, which is H2O. You can see here on the bottom right. And ethanoic acid and propanol combine to make a bigger molecule. So you can see the link here. Here we see what used to be the carboxylic acid, and here what used to be the alcohol. Now, the naming of esters is complicated, but the first part refers to what used to be the alcohol. So it used to be propanol. We see here the three carbons. So now we say propyl because there's no OH group anymore, but there are three carbons. So that's propyl. And what is remaining of the carboxylic acid? Obviously not the COOH group, but still we have the two carbons here that used to be part of the carboxylic acid. So we say ethan, and we change the ending from oic acid to O8, so propyl ethanoate. Okay, and plus water, as we discussed. When you make this link, this ester link, you also lose water. Now, if you change the alcohol or the ester, we get different names. So for example, if you react ethanol and ethanoic acid, you make ethyl ethanoate. If you react methanol and ethanoic acid, you make methyl ethanoate, and so on and so forth. Now, this reaction is called a condensation reaction, the reaction name, because you have two molecules coming together to make a larger molecule with a byproduct, which is water in this case, and is usually the case. Now, this reaction, for it to occur, you actually need some conditions. You need to heat it up, the alcohol and the carboxylic acid, with concentrated sulfuric acid. And you would make this ester. Another interesting fact about esters is that they have a very nice smell, a lot of them. So you may do this experiment in the lab and make different esters, and they will have the scent of some fruits. So it's quite an interesting practical to conduct. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope this video has helped.